My name is Tina Seitz, and this is my speech for Communication 101. And this is my audience. Today I would like to talk to you about the armed forces in the United States. We have 5 branches, which are the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and United States Coast Guards. The military dates all the way back to 1775, even before the Declaration of Independence. Each branch offers many different careers, and each branch plays an important role, and they all work together in times of conflict, according to Wikipedia. The USGovernmentInfo.com says that the Navy, Army, and Marines started in 1775, but the Coast Guards came about in 1915 when 2 places, which was like the United States Life Saving Service and the Reserve Cutter Service, combined together. The Air Force was the first independent service in 1947. The Army is the largest branch and includes Army Reserves and Army National Guard. Women are allowed in all branches of military, but the largest number of women are in the Army. The role of the Army is to protect the ground in times of conflict by using tanks, guns, helicopters, grenades, and other things. The slogan of the Army is "Be all that you can be." The Navy protects the seas by using ships and submarines and highly trained men called Navy SEALs. The Navy's slogan is, "It's not just a job, it's an adventure." The Air Force takes care of the sky with fighter jets that drop bombs, and also they can shoot. Their slogan is "Aim high." According to USGov.info, the Marines, which started out as part of the Navy, separated from it in 1798. The branch of the military can deploy faster than any other branch. Their slogan is "The few, the proud," and also "We're looking for a few good men." The Coast Guard can help the Navy when conflict happens. During peacetime, the Coast Guards control illegal immigrants. They help with boating safety, rescues at sea, law enforcement, and illegal immigration. Their slogan is "Be part of the action." About.com tells us that when the Vietnam War ended, the military draft was required, so they had enough people to fight in the war. They knew the young men that was available. Well, with the end of the Vietnam War, it didn't end. Men that are between the ages of 18 and 25 are still required to register for the military draft. If they don't apply, then by the age of 25, they can be fined up to $250,000 and/or up to 5 years in jail. The government uses this information in case they have to enforce the draft. Then they know who's available, although certain things like health reasons and other disabilities can get some guys out of the draft. The U.S. Government Info website tells us that the draft does not apply to women. It didn't way back when it first started, and it still does not today, even though women can enlist in any branch of the military. The men are not eligible for financial aid for college. If they don't apply, they cannot get federal jobs or the federal job training. And if they haven't signed up, if they aren't a U.S. citizen, they are unable to gain U.S. citizenship. Being in the armed forces used to mean that college was paid for, but that changed in early March of 2013. According to ABC News, now the soldiers are responsible to pay for their college, just like a normal U.S. citizen. They will go through federal loans and everything just like us. Because of the government spending cut, they no longer have money to pay for all of the people's college, which that was a big thing that people enrolled in the armed forces for anyways, was to get their colleges paid for. And this may go back to the draft being enforced because they won't have enough people enlisting, some young kids especially, like to think that if they have no idea what to do with their life, then this is a good way for them to make something of themselves with a career. Saves a lot of them out of drugs. And just if they don't belong, if they don't have any family or something. People in the military have helped and continue to reach out and help others in many ways. According to ABC News, Lieutenant Colonel Drew Ryan, commander of the 223rd Military Intelligence Battalion of the California National Guard, was the leader of fixing many schools in Iraq so the children could return to school. This, in return, led to the Iraqi children looking differently at Americans. I'm sure they had different views of us from their family, but now they look at us different because they helped them with air conditioning and everything else in their schools. Some of them didn't even have windows. NBC News reported that in 2010 that the U.S. war protected civilians, that the soldiers protected civilians first before themselves. So a lot of times they are told to not shoot unless it's safe, to check twice, which may endanger their life more than what it normally would have if they would have just been able to shoot if they knew it was an enemy. But now they're told to put the civilian first, even if it puts the soldier at more risk, can get them killed or a limb blown off. So there's many different things that being in the military can help people spread the word of God. They can help other people in other countries if it comes down to it. If they don't know God, they can show them a Bible. They can lead them to Christ through that. They can help the kids know that Americans aren't bad, like the one sergeant did in Iraq. And the younger generations may get a different view on Americans. And it may one day be the right person that would have the chance to say, we're not going to bomb or attack that country or something. So in closing, being in the armed forces can lead to a very rewarding career and a chance to meet people from all over the United States and other parts of the world. Even if people are deployed or at home, soldiers can help in many different ways. But before they decide to enlist, people need to list the pros and cons about being in the armed forces, because it's a huge responsibility, but it's very rewarding and stable career. Thank you.